I can't stand it.
Same.
Whew.
Okay, I can cry though. 'Cause I
Okay.
made that.
All right. You are stunning.
Thank you. So are you.
Look at your dress. I'm surprised it wasn't up to your neck like you said it would be.
Are you surprised? Showing more skin than you thought.
It's beautiful. It's perfect.
We can chill on my patio, drink some wine, let it go. You're my favorite antidote. Hate it when you're all alone. No more 9 to 5s, we'll never die. 'Cause soon we'll be in Neverland. Yeah, she shines all the time, like a star on the mic. Don't think that anybody in this town can bring it down, yeah. She calls me baby, ain't that shit crazy? And I feel like I'm on cloud 9. Don't think that anybody in this town can bring me down, yeah.
We are gathered here today in the sight of God and the presence of friends and loved ones in celebration of Kristen and Matt and to bear witness as they join their lives in marriage. I really got to know Kristen when we went on a group trip to Iceland a few years ago. It was a wonderful trip. On that trip, we did not see Vikings or volcanoes or even northern lights. But what I did see is Kristen's love for Matt and how she truly cares for him. Kristen fell into our crazy group without a hitch, which is not an easy task. I also recruited some of your friends to help me out with this portion. When I asked them what is the best way to describe you, they gave me 6 words. Wise, true to yourself, fun, dazzling, timeless in your friendship, and generous. That everyone tells you how lucky you are to have found Matt. But we all know Matt is the lucky one. Matt, what can I say about Matt? Matt is a dear, lifelong friend. We've been through good times, bad times, health scares, heartache, new relationships, and a lot of bad rounds of golf. We were thrown together in our previous lives, and I'm eternally grateful. A little bit about me and Matt. At social gatherings, we'd always gravitate towards each other. We would eventually end up in a corner, giggling for hours until the party was over. Because of this, in fact, this may be the reason we've been mistaken for a couple a few times.
When we've been dating long enough that we started introducing each other to friends and family, everyone would tell me how lucky I was. Honestly, it started to annoy me a little bit. Like, I know, he's amazing, I'm lucky, jeez. I'm the one dating the guy, so what, do you think I'm not good enough for him? But I realized they meant that I was lucky to find someone that is so perfect for me. You know, that person who lights you up and that you light up too. That you can just look at and tell what they're thinking. That you can spend hours with laughing about nothing. Someone that makes the mundane enjoyable. Someone that knows you so intimately and that you can be your genuine self around. I'm excited for our families to join together and be able to call your amazing girls my daughters. Talk about getting lucky. I never had kids, but if I did, I'd want them to just be like Nicole, Lauren, and Paige. Maybe it is luck, but I think it's a blessing from God. It took me a long time to figure out what I wanted in a partner. But when I did, you came strolling into my life, and you checked every single box. Except maybe one. But nobody's perfect.
Wait, what's the one box I didn't check? Never mind. I know. I'm not 6 foot, blah, 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 blah. To quote the great philosopher Frank Sinatra, just one look at you, my heart grows tipsy in me. Whew. My Kristen. It's amazing how many times our universes circled each other and how we ultimately collided 6 years ago. In those 6 years, we've shared so many laughs, lots of adventures, a fair amount of tears, and a few difficult conversations that made us stronger together. You challenge me to be a better person, but you also tolerate most of my nonsense. Most of it. I love how thoughtful and caring you are, and the best cat mom. How willing you are to step out of your comfort zone for my many adventure ideas, and how we get annoyed at many of the same things. You make the everyday times fun. I also said mundane, but I changed it to everyday. See that? Look at that. And the difficult times easier. But most of all, I love how wonderful you make me feel.
Now that Kristen and Matt have promised to give yourselves to each other, to love each other through the vows you have made, and through the giving and receiving of these rings, it is my great pleasure and the power vested in me from some random website to pronounce you married. You may now kiss. Here, swirl.
Calm those nerves, son, you never seem to keep your cool. You're just drowning in the deep end of the pool. Win or lose, yeah, you've just been getting through, but there's something deep inside you've gotta do.
Mr. and Mrs. D'Angelo.
Everyone's watching, seeing what you might do. It's just a shot in the dark. You know, you know, you know. You can't stay where you are.
First off, I'd like to thank the bride and groom for this beautiful evening. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Kristen's sister and keeper, meaning that while we were growing up, I went through every little thing I could find in her room, and then with great concern would go tell my dad. What I found, of course, to be fair, I also did this with our other sister Diane. However, she either didn't chew gum or knew how to hide it better.
Growing up, our dad was everything we needed him to be. Whether it was watching hours of 4 weddings with us, or that time he stayed up until 2 o'clock after taking me to a funeral.
Our dad would truly do anything for us, even pull an all-nighter so that him and I could go audition for Dance Moms, and then stand up to Abby Lee for me because my right leg extension was not as high as the other girls. Our dad is funny, selfless, adventurous, and our biggest cheerleader. We owe so much of our success to the way that he raised us with unconditional support, boundless generosity, and a whole lot of love. He's truly the greatest, and for the longest time, we thought no one could ever measure up enough to deserve him.
But because we're celebrating a kind of love that feels easy, genuine, and joyful. Kristen, you've brought so much laughter and kindness into our... Sorry, excuse me, bad words. Into our and our dad's life. And it's been such a gift to watch the way you two just understand each other. As his daughters, we've always known how much he had to give. And now we get to see someone who not only sees that too, but who matches him in all the best ways. We're really lucky to have someone as kind and thoughtful as you as part of our family, and we know he feels the same. Also, we're pretty sure this means someone else is legally obligated to laugh at his really stupid jokes, so thank you. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you.
heart. Oh, oh. It's just a shot in the dark. It's just a shot in the dark.